Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, I finished my actual vlogs of Norway. However, I have got a whole selection of food videos that I thought I would make into a little what we ate in a day, as well as our highlight foods from our Norway P&O Iona trip. So let's go. So, slight disclaimer, I realised when I was actually editing this how stupid most of my meals looked. I was quite unwell, to be fair, so I just went with my cravings. Hence why I've got the most beige breakfast ever. Oh, honestly, I don't even know. But the breakfast is really, really good here. We went to the buffet, but you can also get it at the main dining room and the QUAYS. But we just like the buffet because there's such a selection. The night before, I did buy a pick mix. It was £5.50 for the share cup, and I just basically picked on it throughout the day, and it did last a few days, but I used my onboard spending credit for that, so it was worth the price. And for lunch, I decided to have the fish and chips. When I tell you the fish and chips here are the best thing you'll ever taste, they are honestly amazing. You also get a buffet salad thing, which I ate a lot of, and also we then went to have a coffee and dessert while watching a magic show. And finally, we had dinner at about 7 p.m. We decided to go for the main dining room for dinner. What I find with the main dining room is that the plates are quite small, but they're really, really rich in flavour, so they do fill you up. This was my starter, and then my main, which was a good bit of salmon, and then that was my sister's. And then finally, we went to the buffet for dessert because we didn't fancy anything from the main dining room. So that was technically what I ate on a day at sea. As you can tell, it was quite a lot. Yes, I know. However, here are some honourable mentions of what we ate throughout the entire week. You could just tell how greedy we are at this point. To go back myself, I never actually tried the afternoon tea, but I just realised that they'd done an afternoon tea with scones and it looked absolutely amazing. However, we did have this afternoon tea, which is an ice cream afternoon tea. We shared it with a family of 4 and it was so good. The ice cream from this Ripples store was amazing, so definitely recommend. We also got breakfast in our room one day. That was our ordering day, so recommend doing that. It's only £2.50 more. And this was another example of the dinner that we had on another day. I wasn't actually a massive fan of the chicken, it was a bit plain, but all the food from the main dining room is lovely. And we didn't actually buy much food from Norway itself. The food in Norway is genuinely quite expensive, hence why it wasn't really ideal. And we had so much food on the ship, it didn't really matter. And then one of the days on board, this was our Alson day, we decided to go to the Olive Grove, which is free. There are some additional extras, however you do need to pre-book in advance. We had heard some really good reviews of the Olive Grove, that the food's amazing and it's all very Italian, which I love Italian. However, my sister wasn't that impressed with the veggie options. I really liked mine. This was the starter and it was so good. But the pizza was a bit normal, and the lasagna was amazing though, so I definitely recommend if you're going for anything, go for the lasagna. The chicken was okay, and my sister's ratatouille was really small. This is a small example of the waffles at the QUAYS for breakfast, which was so good. It's basically like the buffet, just on a smaller scale. And we went to the chef's table for our dining experience on the gala night, and it was really nice. There were loads of different courses. I had the fish meal, which was really good. However, my sister also had the pasta meal, which was quite weird because it was just one massive sheet of pasta. However, it was very enjoyable and the dessert was very yummy. And because I was an adult on this cruise, we had a few alcohol drinks as well. The alcohol was quite expensive, despite the free one that you just saw there. However, they were really nice. And here's just a few examples of what we drank. Appreciation for the QUAYS, katsu curry, which tasted just like Wagamama's, and also the other available options at the QUAYS. And also a quick insight into the breakfast at the main dining rooms. I just realised how muddly this video is and I do apologise in advance. But the main dining room breakfast is really nice. There's so many different options, really enjoyed that. And then a final main dining room dinner, which also was really enjoyable. That was the weirdest thing I've ever ate. It's got risotto with popcorn, I don't even know. But the pad thai or noodles, which there looks really good. That's a vegetarian option. But yeah, I really enjoyed all the food that we had on board the P&O Iona. There were definitely some weird foods and there were definitely some really amazing foods, but I definitely recommend going on board and trying all of the different foods on board. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.